Hey, I'm Chris Machete, and I'm going to answer some FAQs about beginner guitar. Let's rock. My fingers hurt! Yes, your fingers will hurt. Suck it up. Come on. It's worth it. Small price to pay for being able to shred and play guitar. Guitar's good. Okay, so here's what's happening, folks. You're getting on the tips of your fingers, as I mentioned, right? Doing these chord structures and such, and you're doing it in the same spot, and it is hurting. It's digging in there, right? But at the same time, the ends of your fingers are getting stronger. You're developing a mighty callus on there, okay? And it will hurt less and less as you go. Now, don't go until your fingers bleed. Don't do that. Then you're gonna have to wait even longer for them to heal to play guitar again. Just go until, it hurts and it stings enough that you need to break. Now, here's what happens. Is your fingers will naturally try and move to another spot on here somewhere that doesn't hurt, and that's going to make your chord structure sound a little flat, or your finger will rub against another string. You guys ask me that one all the time too. My fingers are rubbing against another string while I do a chord. That's why, because you're not on the tips of your fingers anymore. Your fingers are saying, dude, I'm in pain, I'm moving. And they're going to a slightly different spot that is kind of hampering the sound of your chord, all right? Sore fingers, yes, yes. Play until it hurts, to the point where, geez, man, this is hurting. You gauge it, okay? But don't go till it bleeds. But don't give up. All right. Okay, next we have changing chords. Changing chords is very important if you're playing a song, right? Because not very many songs only have one chord in it. Now, when you're moving these chords back and forth, what you want to look for is similarities. Let's say we're doing our form of the F to the C. You can anchor your first finger, all right? So look for little shortcuts that you can do with that. Like if you're going from the E major to the G, look for little shortcuts that you can do, okay? You'll find them. There's tons there, and I do go over them in some of my lessons. The main thing you want to do with these chord changes, my friends, is take your time. Don't rush it. You don't want to rush it. Take your time. If the song is like, dudes, make sure you can hear the chord before you try and rush it and play it as fast as anything else. You want to make sure you're hearing what you're playing, because if you're not playing it right, you're playing it wrong. All right, strumming. People ask me a lot about strumming as well. My first advice is when you're learning a song is just simplify it. Just hit each chord once. Don't worry about the whole deal with it, especially if you're doing some ska stuff with a lot of that up picking and such. Just take your time with it. Single strokes, okay, folks? Nice and smooth. And then start to try and bring in the rhythm. A lot of the time you can pick out the rhythm to a song by going, if the strumming is da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na, and you can almost use the down and up stroke by the way the beat goes on your lap. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. See what I'm saying? That works out well. So figuring out strumming is not big of a deal, especially at the beginner stage. You just want to move the chords in the proper order and make them sound good. Single strumming is not a bad thing at this point, my friends, especially if you want to start singing over top of it. You can float those notes from your voice over it much easier. All right? Next. Okay, next we have a question that was given to me on Facebook. If you're not on Chris Machete Facebook, check it out. Machete Pick of the Day is worth it right there. Awesome. Okay, Lori Jago. Yes, I called you Lori Jago. You were wondering about the size of a guitar, and does it matter? Yes, it does. Especially comfort. People all the time asking me about guitar sizes, about what kind of guitar I should buy. Technically, folks, at the beginner stage, it doesn't matter what it says at the top of the guitar, as long as it plays nicely for you. You notice my guitar has the rounded body on it. It's a little bit thinner. I dig that. I'm not a huge dude. I'm not very tall. All right? I don't play football. I'm Canadian. I play hockey. So what you want to look for in a guitar is something that fits nicely in your body, okay? Nice and tight in here. You're not all bulky out like this. It's hard to play. And you want the neck. If you have huge hands, dudes, get a neck that's huge. If you have smaller hands, make sure the neck is smaller. It's all about comfort, my friends, not about the name on here. Passion, not price tag, okay? Another thing you want to look for is the strings being fairly close to the frets, okay? If it feels like the strings are really far off, they are. And it's going to make it hard for you to play, okay? Especially up top there. I haven't seen guitars where you can't even play up there. That's not really that good. Off the beginning of beginners, we're basically going to be doing a lot of chords down here. But again, if it's really far off the fretboard down there, chances are it's not the guitar for you. Okay, I get a lot of questions from people asking me, I don't know how to use my tuner. Most of these tuners are different. Read the directions. Come on, man, cut me some slack here. Finally, another one that people tell me is that I can't do it. Yes, you can do it. I don't want to hear you can't do it. You can do it. Take your time. Don't rush this stuff. Patience, my friend. Patience like a Jedi. Take your time with this. Make sure you can hear all the chords that you're doing before you start jamming them really, really quickly. Get on the tips of your fingers, my friends. As I mentioned, when they get sore, they're going to get lazy. When your fingers get tired, they're going to get lazy. That's why your chords are sounding flat or you have fingers rubbing against them. It's not that you suck. You don't suck. You're awesome. Just stick with it, all right? If you have any more, list them below and we'll do some more. These are beginner questions, so you can hit my intermediate section and put the questions in there as well, all right? Yeah! Boom! Hey, I'm Chris Machete. Those who are frequently asked questions. I get a lot of questions on Facebook as well, and I am on there. Another question I get asked a lot is, where can I find your music? Well, look no further. There's some tunes right here on my YouTube channel. You can also go to ReverbNation.com. You can go to iTunes and buy some songs. You can go to Bandcamp.com and buy some of my songs. Yeah, dudes, you can check them out all over the place, basically. My Facebook is a really good place to hear them for free as well. And I'm always putting the Machete Pick of the Day on there. Worth it right there, I think, right? All right, thumbs up, my friends. Thanks for checking me out. If you got any more questions, just plop them down below and I will answer them again, okay? These are for the beginners. Throw them in the intermediate if you want. Intermediate, good. You're doing finger tapping and stuff there. You are. Excellent. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Chris Machete, and I play guitar and teach guitar. Bye, Planet Earth.